Greetings. I am Russ Hatfield, and behind my shoulder is my higher dimensional twin soul, Kara, who is a member of Ashtar Command stationed on Hades base. In this editorial for April, we look back on the history of a world much like ours that gives us a lesson for our future. It is called The Death of Sirius. For a full transcript of this latest editorial, please go to our main homepage at hadesbasenews.com. We invite you to subscribe and be kept informed of future postings on our YouTube channel from the members of Ashtar Command. And now, we present The Death of Sirius. In a time long before time was even being kept on this planet, humanity stays safe from the perils of the planet within caves where we can see their artwork they left behind today. While they were creating crude drawings to describe the world they saw and the animals in it, far away on the planet Sirius, spaceships were being prepared for those looking to start a new life. Those ships would be leaving to establish colonies on other worlds, including the one with the crude artwork. Colonies were being established to assure the survival of the race, whose home planet was dying, and, on each planet they settled, they built pyramids in memory of the Great Pyramid they left behind. Radiation from an expanding sun meant that there was to be no future on the planet without a miracle. The colony ships that had chosen Earth would one day set up a civilization on Atlantis that would give us the world we know today. Long after the last colony ships had left Sirius, there was no hope for those who were left behind, but that was the way it had to be to bring on what was to come. Thanks to Kiri and a recitation of the Chronicles of Sirius, we know that the miracle needed would present itself in the form of a young girl named Sarah. The Great Pyramid on Sirius had a history that included it being a living being due to the 144,000 minds within the pyramid of those who had given their lives to prevent their race from becoming corrupted with the power of their minds. It's hard to picture what it was like for the followers of Sarah who had come to the one place on the planet everyone was trying to get away from the heat, dust, and radiation that was making everyone sick. Her followers, though, had developing mental powers and stayed near the pyramid, seeking its knowledge and wisdom through, though none more so than Sarah herself. No one knew how to enter the pyramid, as there was no door, and it was Sarah connecting with the minds within the pyramid that allowed her and her followers to find the door and make egress. This was the point, though, where strange things began to happen. As Sarah entered the door, she disappeared, and everyone was amazed because that had never happened before. Meanwhile, Sarah, connected up with the minds inside the pyramid, had learned what it was she had to do. Over a year had passed, and she finally emerged healthy and free of the burns the radiation had caused. She searched and found her followers in caves where they were hiding away from the radiation. Sarah gathered them up and led them back to the pyramid as they saw her as a legend come to life. As Sarah and her followers excavated the interior within, their bodies healed as hers. More Syrians heard about this and joined those who had taken up residence inside. Finally, after 144,000 had passed its doors, that shut, leaving only the exact number within, while those outside pounded their fist in frustration against its unyielding surface. They and everyone else on the planet not in the pyramid would perish due to the conditions, except for those 144,000 safe within its thick blocks. The Chronicles of Sirius say that the planet ripped itself apart, but was rebuilt and reformed through the minds inhabiting each of the stones of the pyramid, while those who had made their home there slept throughout the ordeal. The pyramid, according to the Chronicles, had become a computer able to recreate a planet on a dimension higher than the one it inhabited previously. Third-dimensional Sirius was now a planetoid devoid of life, with its higher-dimensional version a beautiful world, now ready to be inhabited. Those inside the pyramid built cities based on the laws of nature, but they were very confused about what was going on. Visitors from other worlds came, and it was through them they learned that they no longer were part of the third dimension. Their minds were developing also, and powerful mental skills were spread among the population. The chronicles detail the transition from one dimension to another much better, but we never get tired of the story of how Sirius came to be the great success story it is. In love, light, and wisdom as one, Russ and Kara.